In this video, we are going to do two questions, these two questions, and you can see the first one is a case study question, and the second I have taken as that's a MCQ, right? This is an MCQ and one case-based question. So let's begin with the first one. We have one question, case-based question from the chapter Application of Trigonometry, class 10. It says a crane stands on the ground and it is represented by the tower AB of 11 meter and a jib BR. So yes, this is a tower I can see and it is 11 meter given as the height of this tower. And there is a jib BR which is 16 meter. You can see that there is carrying a load and the length of the rope is how much? 8 meter. What we have to find in the first part is to find the length of BS. So let's redraw this figure. If I draw this figure over here and let's bring down this triangle over here. So over here, what are the lengths given over here? If I first name it, this is B, S, and this is R, and has to be this as 90 degree. We are given this length as 16 meter and this as 8 meter. What we have to find out is the length of BS, right? So clearly we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem to get the Pythagoras triplet. So we know that the square of the hypotenuse is what? BR in this case. So the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So it is 16 square, or I should write it down. BR, the formula BR square will give you, is equal to RS square plus BS square. BR is 16, so I can write down 16 square, RS is 8, so this is 8 square, and BS is what we have to calculate. 16 square is how much? 256, and 8 square is 64. Let's bring it down, bring it to the left-hand side. This will give you how much? 192. So that is 256, right? It is 256 minus 192. Sorry, 64 is 192, as I said. So this is, if I write it over here, BS square is equal to 192. So BS should come as how much? Under root 192. And we know it's divisible by 64. So I can write this as 64 into 3. So BS comes out to be 8 root 3 meter. Right, we got the length of BS. That's one part of the question. Now next what we have to get is what is the angle that the jib BR makes with the horizontal. All right, so check here what we have to get. This angle is what we have to get. So consider this right angle triangle. I can see over here also it's same figure over here, theta. So you can apply the formula. As you know the perpendicular, because the side opposite to the angle considered is perpendicular and hypotenuse. So we can apply sine, right? Because sine theta is equal to perpendicular over hypotenuse. So this is 8 over 16. That is equal to what? Half. So we know that the value of sine theta is equal to half when theta is how much? 60 degree. Let me once again explain you. We know that sine 30, not 60. Sine 30 is half, right? And sine theta is half. It implies theta is how much? 30 degree. So we got the answer for the second part as well, right? And we have one more part over here. And what is that? That is, what is the measure of the angle BRS? BRS. Okay. So this angle is what we have to get, BRS. You may see from here also. So that's very clear from here that we have got this angle as theta, right? This angle as theta. And this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. So by angle sum property, this will be 60 degree. So this angle BRS will be 60 degree. And that's by angle sum property. Now, in the next question, you see the length of a string between a kite and a point on the ground is found to be 85 meters. So what we can do just to make one right angle triangle, we know that in such a situation, I mean, questions involving application of trigonometry, there is always a right angle triangle. And if I name this triangle as ABC, well, C being the kite over here, and we know this length of this rope, that is AC, is how much? This is mentioned as 85 meter. Now, if I read it further, it says that if the string makes an angle of theta with the level ground, so this angle is theta over here. This angle is theta. and such that we are given tan theta as 15/8. Okay, and what we have to find out is the height of the kite. So we have to determine this height over here. Now we know that we have hypotenuse and we need perpendicular, so we need sine. But here it is given about tan. So what we can do is to convert the ratio. Let's say what we know that tan theta is what? That's perpendicular, which is BC over base, that is AB. So from here on comparing these two, we can say that BC can be is 15 times K, and how much AB? It should be 8 times K. Now applying the Pythagoras theorem, what we know that AB square plus BC square should result to give you AC square, right? AB replacing with 8, so it's coming 8K square, BC with 15, so 15K, that is 15K square, and AC we know as 85, so it's 85 square. 8 square is 64, so it's 64K square, and this is 225K square, that results to give you 85 square. So this is how much? 289. 289, if you remember the Pythagorean triplet. So this is 289K square is equal to 85 square. Now what you can write? This I can write as 17K, right? Whole square. And this is 85 square. So cancelling their square, we get 17K is equal to how much? 85. That implies K comes out to be dividing 85 by 17 is 5. We got K over here. And now we can place the value directly. As you can see, we had to get the length H. And H is what over here? BC. And BC. You see BC is how much? 15 times K, right? You can see from the question that is BC is 15. So we can say that we can write the length of BC as 15 times K, and K is what? 5, right? So that is 75. That's how we will do this question.